sit back, real the live stream, and I'm going to go with Shah Khan for the entirety of this live stream, because Shah Khan, he's the guy who gets the job done for me. And as the saying says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I hear a what is up. I'm going to go to my live stream right now so I can interact with my lovely viewer. And speaking of which, hello to my two lovely viewers who have joined the live stream. You're both very welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I am of course live streaming Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath for a change. Yeah, I decided to change the script.
Never played Mortal Kombat. I wonder if I will want to buy this game too. Emoji cold sweat.
Ruby, welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I have decided to change the script. I was going to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but instead I'm going to play Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. So Ruby, very welcome. How are you keeping? How's the farm? Maybe I can convince you to get Mortal Kombat 11. I can be very convincing, can't I? Ending game. They knew I was going to play as Shah Khan. Shah Khan is my main, by the way, Ruby. One of my mains, along with Shiva, but in this live stream I'm going to just go with Shah Khan. That's if anybody wants to face me as Shah Khan. So how are you keeping, Ruby? How's the farm? Never played Mortal Kombat? Chad Middleton.
359.
Seen that video you actually sent me on YouTube.
MR Middleton.
Funny stuff. Welcome to Green-HillGaming, Chad, where I am live streaming Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath for a change. Decided to change the script and not play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater tonight.
Shao Kahn.
I am doing good, thank you. How about you?
Glad for that.
You can do it, Johnny.
Of course I can do it. This is Green-HillGaming.
Sup, Robles.
Shah Khan, and glad you're doing well, Ruby. I'm very good now, thank you very much. Okay, who's going to be the first victim of this live stream? Oh, it's Jackson Briggs.
I got so close to a Fall Guys win today. Chad witnessed it. It was so sad. Emoji tired face. Emoji happy tears.
Good stuff.
This game bundle with the Aftermath DLC goes on sale.
Nice.
Round 2, fight!
Johnny is rusty, too much Fortnite.
Rusty, hold that thought.
This isn't Tony Hawk's.
Damien, welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I've decided to change the script to go with Mortal Kombat instead. How are you keeping, Damien? Yeah, man, how are you keeping? It's always good to change the script every now and again.
I'm surprised it's not a scorpion first.
I know, yeah. So yeah, welcome to the live stream, buddy. How are things? He quit and he was winning. What? You heard it from Shah Khan's mouth. He sucks. Whoa, surprised. Critality. Damn. I'll take that.
The stream and audio is delayed. We were played. Emoji happy tears. I'm good, Ruby and Johnny. How are ye?
I'm doing very well, buddy. Thank you very much. Glad to hear that you're doing well as well. And life plays us all in the end. Now, I just decided to change things up a little bit. Ellis. No, that's the fake Ellis account.
I heard that.
Fake Ellis alert.
Emoji face with symbols on mouth. 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 Emoji face with symbols on... Skipping the rest.
Yeah, I know it's you, Ruby.
Emoji happy tears. Hi, Ellis.
Ellis has the green profile color.
How are you?
Retrocade.
I know it's not Ellis. It's very easy to switch accounts.
It's the real LSC.
No, it's not. Look, Chad. It's a Scorpion player.
You will find no
Emoji
allies
happy
here.
tears.
Your clan's service would be well rewarded.
Emoji expressionless face. Emoji expressionless face.
Fight.
Oh boy. Emoji eye, emoji mouth, emoji eye. The stream is in the intros, but the audio is you guys already fighting.
You will suffer.
What?
What in the actual fuck is going on?
Fight.
I'm hearing someone get clapped and can't see who. Emoji happy tears.
I don't know,
This
man.
game looks at it
YouTube.
brutal. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji wide smile. Hey ha ha videos. Emoji crying loudly. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, so YouTube is acting up once again. What's new in life?
Weak, pathetic fool. Final round. Fight.
Wash hands, wash hands. Got my first 100 on Avicii in Vector and it was on my favorite song, Without You.
Ah, good
Did
stuff.
an
My
agreement
favorite as
thing
well.
pop up before MK or anything?
No. No. It's just YouTube, man. YouTube is just the worst fucking platform on the world wide. I nearly got to Twitch, to be honest.
Online. Casual.
You're clapping someone but the audio isn't there. Emoji crying loudly. Emoji happy tears.
I know, Ruby. You told me already.
What the fuck is happening to your streams? Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Good question, yeah. Just YouTube, man. It's YouTube. It's just shit like.
Frost Shao Kahn. Retrocade.
I'll have Outworld's throne.
And whom will you rally to
YouTube doing it on purpose?
Those who will rejoice
Got to make a
by
conspiracy video. Emoji happy tears.
I wouldn't even waste
Too much
my
playing Fortnite.
valuable energy, to be honest with you. And Chad, just shut up.
10 minutes in and I want to buy this game already. What is it with you and persuading me to buy games, Johnny?
Well, Ruby, I can be very persuasive. I can
You're
be very
gonna make
convincing.
me skint, man. Emoji happy tears.
It's one of my many skills, Ruby. And hello to my 7 lovely viewers. Welcome to Green-HillGaming. Unfortunately, it's on YouTube, and YouTube is an absolute piece of shit. But nonetheless, welcome to the live stream, where I am live streaming Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Great
That's on-
GameStop
online.
employee.
GameStop employee.
Elbow cock. You okay, man? You ain't sounding yourself.
Not really, to be honest. Not really.
Finish her.
Yeah, I agree. Has something happened?
Something. No, just another day in the office, as they say.
Shao Kahn wins.
You can talk to us about it if you want to.
Appreciate that, but I'd rather not.
Online. Casual versus.
But I'm kicking ass in Mortal Kombat 11, so, you know, that's something.
Who do you need to be murder, Johnny? Okay, man. Well, hope you start cheering up soon. Emoji big smile.
How much time do you have, Chad? because I'll have a long list, to be honest. Appreciate that. Thanks. How about 90% of the population of the world?
Shao Kahn.
Starting with hypocrites and people with double standard mentalities and people who think they have a God-given right to dictate how we should be living our lives and dictating what is right and wrong. I'll check our messages now in just a moment. Damien, thanks.
Poison and destroy the Shaolin.
Then I'll lay my vengeance.
Wow, big percent you need Chad to murder. I don't
Yep.
think he can do that by himself. Would you like me to help you, Chad?
My opponent has Mac Wi-Fi, which is good.
Online. Set.
I'll make a raft and swim to Ireland.
Chad will make a raft and come to Ireland.
Casual versus.
Life is funny, isn't it? In terms of how people view its creation. You know, I don't think it's as black and white as most people make it out to be.
He'll join you, Chad.
You have religious people who believe that a divine entity just decided to think up the world, you know, and just like, I'm going to create an entire world because I'm a god. And then you have the scientific community that believe that a big bang, there's the world. Yep, that's everything explained in science. Yep, that's the scientific explanation for life, a bang. So those are the two people two types of people who believe that's how the world was created.
Retrocade.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
I don't get the Big Bang Theory, never have and most likely never will.
You know, it's as crazy as believing a divine entity created
Round
everything.
one. Fight.
When you think about it, like, and I'm just not as black and white as that when it comes to the creation of the world. Therefore, who is anyone? Yeah, I mean, who really knows how we got here? And also, humans are animals, just as much as the cat beside us, or the dog
But if
walking down
like
the
the gods
street.
created the world, then who created the gods?
Good question. We're animals. Where do we get off thinking that we're some sort of a superior creation? Where do we get off, like? Where do we get off thinking that we own this world?
Round
Because we
two.
don't
Fight.
own this world. Because half of us can't definitively explain how we got here in the first place, or who we are, or what we are, and what's our purpose. I'm going very deep, no, I know. Therefore, who's anyone to decide what right and wrong is right and wrong? You know, right and wrong changes and evolves over time with people's belief system and their morality. Because at the end of the day, morality decides what right and wrong is, to an extent.
You forgot the people who think we are all in a simulation like the Matrix.
Well, it's just as crazy as thinking that the world was created by a big bang, isn't it? Or that some sort of divine entity just decided to say, you know what, I'm going to create an entire world because I want to and because I can. But as I was saying, and I'll check your message in a second, Damien, just after this fight, man. As I was saying, where do we get off, like? Thinking that we're the gods of this planet, thinking that we have all the answers and we can decide everything. Like, as I was saying there, like when it comes to right and wrong, who gets to decide these things at the end of the day? Like, where do we get off, you know, putting pen to paper and writing what's right and wrong? Because we're no different than any animal on this planet. We seem to have this kind of like entitlement of like owning the world.
Oh yeah, people have come up with theories where they have saw glitches in the Matrix where the world has quote unquote glitched.
Yeah, came across a couple of those videos, and again, they're all just as equally as crazy. If anyone says they're crazy, they're equally just as crazy as believing that a bang created the world or that a divine entity created the world.
And what they mean when they say glitched is they say they saw a man teleporting or a plane floating or bird floating. They're crazy. Do you think the internet can be erased? WW. Worldwide.
2 seconds, I was replying to a message.
I don't think of it much. It's like the chicken or egg question.
Yeah. What?
That is so true. Don't even get me started on the chicken or egg. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Chicken or the egg.
Online. Casual versus.
Everything just changes over time, doesn't it? You know, I'm a huge fan of the Metal Gear series, the Metal Gear Solid series, and 2 games in particular. Opponent declined. Mustn't be a fan
Audio
of
is
Metal
so
Gear.
out of sync, lol.
I know, man, and the more I hear it, it just annoys me. So I'm aware of the issue. Thanks for making me aware of the issue. I'm well aware of it, and I don't mean to be narky, like, but you know, there's literally nothing I can do about that. I wish a Big Bang could take care of the issue, or a divine entity could take care of the issue, but unfortunately I can't. Audio, so you know. Going off on now again. I do this from time to time, Ruby, so just take no notice of me. You know. It's just sometimes I just look at this world and I can't even put it into words how I feel, to be honest. Like, properly, I can do my best, but as I was saying, 2 games in the Metal Gear series that stand out to me in particular are, well, actually, do you know what? It's Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
Round 1.
It's fine, don't worry about it. If you think saying that as a snarky comment, then you haven't even met some people at my school.
Okay. And I look at your message in a second, Damien. And I appreciate everything you said as well, by the way. I appreciate that. There's an interesting piece of dialogue or codex in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater between a character called the Boss and Naked Snake, who would eventually become Big Boss, but that's another story for another day. And she talks about politics, and she talks about what being a soldier is, and wars and enemies and friends and allies. And she basically says, right, the politics are a living thing and they change with the times, and that today's ally can be tomorrow's enemy, and that being a soldier is not about anything other than the mission. So a soldier could be battling an ally, you know, an ally that was, you know, a soldier just takes orders. And, you know, wars, they change over time because today's ally can be tomorrow's enemy. And I think that goes with everything, not just politics, not just war. Everything changes over time, because this goes to Metal Gear Solid 2. At the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, talks about like passing on like our genes and everything else. But apart from passing on our genes to the next generation, we pass on our belief systems, our morality, what we view in our consciousness, what is right and wrong. We pass that on to our next generation. Basically, how we're raised and what we see around us, we pass on to our next generation. That's what will decide what is right and wrong in years to come.
Finish him.
So everything will change over time. So I'm asking myself, what's the point? So I will have my own little quote and say that today's wrong will be tomorrow's good. So what's the point? Like people going around pen and paper deciding what's right and wrong, calling it law. The reality is it's morality that will ultimately decide what is right and wrong. There used to be a time where if you stole a loaf of bread, you were arrested and put into jail for stealing a loaf of bread, and possibly even worse. That's obviously changed because of people's... Look at the way things have changed in Ireland when it comes to, you know, like the Catholic Church had so much control over this country. Now they're pretty much non-existent because people's belief system has dramatically changed, and how people view right and wrong has dramatically changed. How they view religion has dramatically changed.
Free Bill Cosby.
Free Bill Cosby.
Elbow cough. Johnny fall asleep.
No, I'm still here, just replying to a message.
Free Kevin SP. Oh wait. I swear I used to watch a TV program called Little Bill when I was younger, and I swear it was made by Bill Cosby. Might be wrongo.
See, the thing about Kevin Spacey, as you brought him up.
Same Rubian it was.
How is he different to any of us in terms of flesh and bone?
No, you're right.
In terms of
it's made by him.
In terms of the law system that we all follow, in terms of the morality that we all follow. How is he different?
Looking like a Malteser. Emoji happy tears.
How is he different to any of us? Is he? Or he has money.
Knew it, thought it wanty just me. That show was literally my childhood. Emoji happy tears.
He has money. He has fame. He has publicity. But other than that, how is he any different? And we all know what he did, so I don't need to remind anyone. What if that was you? What if it was me? Would you look at me differently to how you would look at Kevin Spacey? Let that one sink in for a while. You know?
Casual versus...
So what? The more money you have, the more fame you have, the more popularity you have, you're just like... Seems to me like the more fucked up you are, well, according to this world anyway, according to what this world sees as fucked up, you're actually, there's something about it that people just seem to be drawn to. Whereas if you're just nice, by the way, opponent, if you're listening to me, take notice of me. I'm in the middle of a live stream and I've gone off on one, so just don't even listen to me. My opponent has a headphone turned on, by the way. Yeah. People just seem to, you know, there's a saying that says it's nice to be nice, but I think in this world people just seem to have the impression that it's nice to be bad and bad to be nice. So in other words, you treat people like shit and treat them like they're a bit of meat. They seem to be more drawn to that.
Oh wait, can opponents hear you?
They can hear me, but they can't hear, obviously they can't hear the audio. My opponents can hear me, yeah. Looking like a Maltese, I've just seen that comment there. I just live in a world that is full of hypocritical, double standard sheep who have no fucking clue what is going on around them. They don't know how they got here. Oh, I can explain it. A big bang. Person beside them. Oh, I can explain it. Raiden in the fucking sky created everything.
Fight.
And there comes a time where you just have enough of that shit, like. You know, there does come a time like where you just have enough of that shit, like. Nobody stands for anything anymore in this world, and therefore they're falling for everything. They just wait for people to tell them what's right, tell them what's wrong. How do they really feel about it? How do they really feel about it? Because why are people not up in arms about Kevin Spacey? They're probably looking forward to the next series of House of Cards. They're probably looking forward to his next movie, his next Call of Duty fucking appearance. Why? Because he's Kevin fucking Spacey. He's got the money, he's got the fame, he's got the popularity. But yeah, it's time for me to change the script. You know, not just in video games, not just in terms of like me deciding to play a Mortal Kombat 11 instead of Tony Hawk's. Okay, mate. Nobody fucking knows the script to life. So I'm sick of people making up their own fucking script to a fucking movie. They don't even know what is and what it's about. Poor Tony Hawk, he'll be alright. So yeah, it's pretty much everything, like, it's pretty much like what's up, like, you know, it's pretty much how I feel, like, you know. Like, just a bunch of sheep that follow everyone else, but some of those sheep have decided to like tell the rest of the sheep, like, you know, how we got here, who we are, what the world is, how it was created, how we should fucking live in it, like. Idiots. Absolute fucking idiots, like.
Have you had an argument with someone?
Not
yeah,
really.
Johnny F. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, not exactly, no. But you could say that I've had an argument with 90% of the fucking population of the world, to be honest. Because there's very few people left in this world that actually are themselves, truly themselves.
Robocop.
How pathetic is it that people just have to be told who they are, what they are, how they got here, what they shouldn't do.
You just
right,
having one of
what's
them
wrong.
days.
More or less, like, but I've been having a lot of those days lately, to be honest.
Retrocade.
Life is like a bunch of kids playing fucking pretend. You know? They're so into it, like, they just believe that everything around them is fucking real. But I'm just there like, hey,
Fight.
you haven't a fucking clue what you're fucking on about, like, you know? You don't know shit, like. Like, if science knew everything, then science wouldn't need to exist, would it? How about that, like? And religion is just... You know, how can religion explain everything when there's multiple religions or multiple gods? Like, can the real God please stand up, you know? Like, what the fuck, like?
Don't make me laugh. Round 2. Fight.
And you know, what the hell is good? What is a good person? And what is a bad person? Slim God, I know, yeah. I'm glad you got the reference. I'm glad you got the reference, man. Instead of the real Slim Shady, can the real Slim Shady stand up? Can the real God stand up? There's so many gods out there. And what gets me as well is fake atheists. Now I have no problem whatsoever with atheists. I actually think that atheism is
Red
a great
Saber
way
Echo is
to
way
live.
better. God backwards is dog. You
I
are
think-
trash.
Red Saber Echo is really good. I have no idea what Red Saber Echo is. And to whoever called me trash, you're welcome to challenge me. Oh, I'm trash, am I? Do you want to add me on PSN? Do you want to fight me? For the 1v1 me.
Final round.
We'll
Fight.
see what trash is. But as I was saying, I actually think that atheists actually have...
PISNT trash, Olivia.
I actually think that atheists actually live a fantastic life because they can be themselves. They can live their life without being governed by some sort of like faith system where they can't do this and they can't do that. They can be themselves. That's the true atheist. So I have no problem with true atheists. But I do have a problem with fake atheists. Atheists that seem to only have an issue with the Christian religion. Atheists that seem to say there's no God, but somehow believe in Satan. That's an interesting. That's an interesting one for me, like, you know, because you can't have it both ways. If you don't believe in a God, you can't believe in devil. It's like black and white, yin and yang. You can't.
Trash.
You know. Does that look like trash to you, Olivia? Are you fucking blind? You're fucking blind. Trash, she says. Yeah, I think you want more glasses there for yourself, girl. I think the glasses you're wearing aren't doing the job for you. Fucking whore.
Wow, some people really like to throw hate at people for no reason. Makes me mad.
Some people have their heads buried so much in their fucking own shit they can't see what's in front of them.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Oh yeah. Clearly the only trash
Deportation
there
is
was my
funny.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Online
Deportation is funny, yeah.
versus
Maybe you should be fucking deported into an alternate dimension where I actually give a fuck about your opinion. Because I'm long gone from giving a fuck
Stop being a Karen,
about
Olivia.
people's opinion. I know, it's a fucking definition of one, to be honest. In every fucking shape and form. Probably works in GameStop.
Emoji happy tears.
But I know, as I was saying, so yeah, I have no problem with atheists. I think atheists actually live a very free life.
Chad emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
But I think that fake atheists, they get to me a lot because they seem to only be interested in tearing down the one religion. And they tell you that they don't believe in a God, but at the same time they're probably fucking, you know, they somehow believe that there's a devil. It just doesn't make any sense.
Shao Kahn.
I had a point that I was going to make, but I forgot what I was going to talk about. It'll come to me.
Retrocade.
Sub to Green-HillGaming Olivia.
Else Olivia can challenge me, and I'll very quickly show her what trash really is. Because trash gets taken out, and that's exactly what will happen to Olivia.
It's not a her, it's a trap.
Oh God. Possibly.
Also sub to LSF, Damien Sewell, Robles Gaming and Chad M. Thank you, emoji smiling eyes.
Ruby is like my agent, my YouTube agent. Spreading the word of my channel and the rest of my site. Thanks, Ruby. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about something. Oh what? Okay.
Let the cold be your tomb.
Sub-Zero wins.
I think we scared her off, emoji cold sweat.
Yeah, I think we scared her off as well. Yep, Green-HillGaming, sub. My opponent was like, Green-HillGaming. There was something I was going to talk about, but I don't know if this is what I was going to talk about, but nonetheless I'm still going to talk about it. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. What is good and what is bad? Like, what's good and what's evil? I don't think it can be defined in a black and white definition, and I also don't think that it can be defined by law. Like, if you don't pay your TV license, you can face prison. Are you really a bad person because you don't want to give RTE money for propaganda and absolute trash TV when you're already paying for your TV subscription and you've already paid for your TV? Does that make you a bad person, an evil person? I mean, I don't think it does. I think a lot of people would agree that it doesn't make you a bad person. And like, are you a good person if you march for Black Lives Matters but step over the homeless man on the street to put your Black Lives Matter poster on the wall?
Sub-Zero.
Does that make you a good person? Oh, look at me, I'm a good person because I go along with popular hashtag trendy movements.
Shao Kahn.
But you step over a homeless
Liu
man.
Kang.
You know, so what is a good person and what is an evil person? By definition. I'd like to know. And, you know, the one thing in religion, at least the Christian religion anyway, that I actually do take from is love, the actual definition of love, which is the
Step over.
care
You mean
for,
blow up the homeless man with the small explosive.
which is the care for, which is to, what more can be said, like, you know, so we all know what love is, but a lot of people don't really. I do my absolute best to take that message away, and I do believe in the true nature of love, and I'm optimistic that someday I'll actually find love. But instead I see people who misuse that privilege. You know, like whether
I
it's
am gonna have to go. Gotta be up early tomorrow. It has been fun though, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night everyone. Emoji big smile.
no problem, Ruby. I completely understand, and thanks so much for dropping by the live stream.
Okay,
I will see you
see
next
you
time.
robles.
The story there, like, I look around and I see people who are lucky enough to actually have love in their life. So what do they do? What do
Good
they do?
night, Ruby.
They don't want love, they want lust. And love and lust are two different things. In fact, they're two completely different things. So instead of actually loving the person they claim to love, they cheat on that person for lust with somebody else. Or they hurt that person they claim to love, physically and mentally. And the reality is, don't get too fucked about that person. In fact, there's a lot of people who are with somebody because they feel like it's the norm. Oh, I better be with somebody, because if I don't be with somebody, I'm going to be alone, and people are going to be asking, why are you alone? If I just be with somebody just to fit in. So the reality is, there's a lot of people out there that don't actually love the person they claim to love at all. It's why they lust for somebody else. And what I see is people that cheat on their partners, hurt their partners, again, physically and mentally. And it actually annoys me so much, because all I'm going to say is physically beating the shit out of the person you claim to love. That's what I call bad. That's what I call evil. That's what I call the opposite to love and the opposite to good. And I believe that person deserves to face punishment. But so that's what I'm going to say there.
Online.
And again, that's more hypocritical, double standard mentality. And I also live in a world where I see people just they just do what they want, get what they want, take what they want, with a smile on their face. And I don't know whether to admire them or to hate them. Really, you know, I can't quite make my mind up on how I should react to that.
Jackson,
you know?
Briggs. Kano.
But they're the people who actually
Shang
don't,
Tsung.
you know,
Liu Kang.
they're just fake, because, you know, yeah.
Deadpool.
All I'll say is nothing is as it seems in this world. You can't explain everything in a black and white system. can't be. It can't be. Some things in this life it can't be explained in the way that you were taught to understand.
Champion. Round 1. Fight.
Again, there is no. I was actually watching. Damon was actually listening to Alistair. Alistair Black, is it? Wrestler. His theme song, and it's actually a very, very interesting song because it says no man is truly good, no man is truly evil, and no truer words were ever spoken. You know? At the end of the day, we are flesh and we are bone. Yeah? We are animals. So at the end of the day, like, that's what we are, like. You can't just
Round 2.
cover that up with human systems. Or we're humans, we're somehow superior to maybe other animals on the planet. We're not fucking not. No, we're fucking not, like. Flawless victory on me. See, obviously I can't, it's not an excuse now, by the way, but obviously I can't focus when I'm completely going off on one. Time is it, by the way? 20 to 1, I thought I actually much later, to be honest. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, the world tells people, you know, what is and what isn't, and they just go along with it.
Online. Casual.
So as I said earlier, you know...
Hello.
Alright, Kieran, welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I am live streaming Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. Take no notice of me, I'm not really in the best of form, to be honest, but nonetheless, welcome to the live stream, and how are you keeping? Go on and declined.
I need help.
Makes two of us. Boy, what's up? Is it like video game related now or world related? Either way, I'll do my best to help.
I saw something and I can't get it out of my head. In real life.
Okay, what did you see?
Shao Kahn. Kano. Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
Nothing like root but someone taking their life.
Round 1. Fight.
You alright? How did you end up coming across that? Wi-Fi. Lovely. You were thinking that in 2020, you know, people would have
Effing TikTok.
Online.
Well,
Casual.
what I recommend doing is telling as much people as you possibly can, starting with TikTok themselves. Anyone who supports TikTok, friends and family, social media, and tell them exactly what you saw as a result of TikTok, because you didn't see it in a video game, you didn't see it in a movie, you didn't see it out in the street, you saw it on TikTok. This fantastic platform that should be really supported.
Is it the video with the shotgun?
Chat seems to be aware of it.
Yay.
Oh, video with a shotgun. Because, you know, this is such a great platform, isn't it? You can go on the TikTok and you can watch people blow their heads off with a shotgun. Mentally scar, I don't know how old you are, mentally scar young people for the rest of their life. But you know what? Though? We gotta protect the world from this guy. Because he's really dangerous, isn't he? What a world, huh? What a fucking world. I wonder what kind of mental impact watching a man take his own life by a shotgun will have on a young person. I wonder how that's going to mentally...
Yeah, that video been spreading everywhere. A friend on Discord warned me about it.
But focus on my question. What kind of mental impact does watching a man take their own life in such a gruesome way have on a young person growing up? But sure, look, it's TikTok. It's great, so we can't speak out against TikTok. You know, so I suggest, first of all, I hope you're okay after seeing something like that, and I would suggest tell people what is on TikTok, what you have seen on TikTok, because it isn't all fucking funny little dances and singing fucking videos on TikTok, is it? That is the last fucking thing I needed to fucking hear on this fucking stream, to be honest with you, because it just irritates me and it just proves my point even further. Who's gonna be responsible for this? Who's actually going to fucking take responsibility here for this?
Pray for him and family.
This video will continue to fucking circulate. Yeah? And all people can say is pray for him and his family. That's all people can fucking say. Nothing about the platform who allowed this video to circulate. Do you know what? I can't even fucking say the word fucking taters fucking crisps, yeah? Without it showing up on my fucking phone. Asking me, do you want to buy some more tater crisps? Seriously. Like, understand how things are easily tracked and easily monitored nowadays. Am I supposed to believe that like a video like that on TikTok cannot be monitored? Seriously, like. But it's TikTok. I'm gonna buy my fucking. First of all, I'm gonna let my fucking 10-year-old kid have a TikTok app. But I'm gonna buy them a fucking cool T-shirt to go along with it, because you know it's not enough that TikTok is like, you know, my child's new god, but I have to buy them a fucking T-shirt to go along with it. A fucking T-shirt. A fucking T-shirt of TikTok. And people ask what's wrong with the world. And people wonder like why so many boomers don't exactly like Zoomers.
There's sick people spreading the video.
And that's a good point. The people spreading the video are actually fucking very fucking sick as well. But it just irritates the fuck out of me, to be honest with you. It irritates me. It irritates me so much that people don't seem to be greatly offended by a video like that. Anything else? they're offended by it. Just, if that doesn't scream double standard hypocrisy, I just don't know what does, to be honest.
Online. Casual versus.
Like, there's actually people out there that like are like, it's almost like the video has gone viral. Like, people have seen this video because they wanted to see this video. They want to see somebody ending their own life in a gruesome.
Oh well, your streams are great anyway.
Appreciate that, man. And you know, Jesus, I don't know. Hope you're alright, man. I've seen something like that. But like,
The Terminator.
look, what are your thoughts on it,
Shao Kahn.
Karen? Seeing something like that, what kind of impact does that have on you?
Retrocade.
You know, do you feel like you've been mentally scarred because you've seen something? I mean, I know I would, regardless of fucking age. What kind of fucking world are we actually living in now?
There is an entire legion of Terminators.
In the future, we drive humanity to extinction.
Tell me
Report
more.
the people posting it and warn others not to see it.
Yeah, that's what should be done. But unfortunately, instead, people are just going to continue
I
spreading
feel
that
sick and
video around.
upset, to be honest, and it is one of those things you will never get out if your head it is scaring.
That's actually just so, like, upsetting, to be honest. Here, man, best thing you can do now is just delete that app and other apps like that, because you now know that the true nature of these apps. You now know what's really going on. Like, it's not fucking... It's no longer about communicating with family and friends. Like, even before Facebook came along, there was apps like MySpace, there was apps like Bebo, and there were and even before that there was MSN Messenger, like email, instant messaging. Yeah, back then it was about communicating with your family and friends, because if you were miles away from your family and friends, providing you had an internet connection, you could instantly connect with those people. That's what it was about back then. But now there's tons of ways you can communicate with your family and friends. It's not just, you know, like, there's so many ways you can do it. Like, so you could literally just have Messenger. You can phone people in Messenger. You can send texts. You can send videos and photos. Tons of ways you can stay in contact. But no, you gotta have Snapchat. You have to have Instagram. You have to have TikTok. You have to have fucking all these other apps. It's no longer about communicating with your family and friends. It's about brand power. It's about being brainwashed by these brands. And there's deeper and darker intentions of these apps, and it's got fuck all to do with communicating with your family and friends. Fuck all to do with it, to be honest with you. You know, if it isn't about tracking, it's about far more sinister fucking intentions, to be honest with you. And now, Kieran, you've seen the true nature of TikTok. You've seen the kind of content that's on TikTok. Do you know, I can't even fucking live stream a Vici Invector without my video within 10 fucking minutes being shot for copyright claims. Yeah? But I've seen tons of offensive videos on YouTube, and you've seen probably one of the most offensive fucking videos anyone's ever going to see on TikTok. And who's taking that video down?
Sorry if I have upset you.
No, you're fine, man. I was upset before, to be honest with you. You're fine. But who is shutting that down? Who's monitoring that? I can't even go 10 minutes live streaming a VG Invector without it being done for copyright because of their fantastic algorithms. Where the fuck is their algorithms, yeah? When there's a video circulating on TikTok of somebody fucking killing themselves in a gruesome way. But obviously it's deliberately not taken down. It's deliberately shared around. Amazing, amazing. Oh, have you seen that TikTok video of someone killing themselves? Cool. Oh, look at you, you're a creep. Says it all. Don't need to go any further. It's all been said in that one fucking sentence. People don't have any principles. People don't have any standards. They don't have any fucking belief. They don't stand for nothing. They're told what to be offended by. They're told what to view as wrong and what to view as right. And they're burying their fucking heads in the sand with tons of issues.
Round one.
And they're quite happy to watch the fucking suicide fucking video. But then dictate to the rest of the world what's fucking wrong. Isn't that just fucking, it's poetic in how hilarious it is, you know? I mean, who needs comedy? Who needs comedy when you've got these fucking things happening? As in like people's double standard mentality. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous when you think of it like.
Round two, fight.
But seriously, Karen, I would suggest that you
I will be back now.
I will do that now, no problem. I think you should do everything in your power to make people, well, they probably are aware of it, but let everyone be aware of it. Let everyone be aware of it. Let the teachers who seem to have no issue with their students having social media apps on their phone aware of it. Yeah? Let your parents aware of it. You know, I don't know if you're in school or not, like, but the next time a big fancy shot fucking executive from TikTok comes into your class and tells you how you can work for TikTok when you leave school and have a great fucking career, yeah? You make sure you fucking tell them that you saw a fucking man blow his fucking head off with a shotgun. Yeah? You make sure that you tell people the fucking truth. I mean, I grew up having video games, you know, viewed as the worst thing ever. Like the game I'm playing right now, Mortal Kombat. Oh, look how gruesome this is. Oh, look at the blood, look at the guts. Oh, ban the game, ban the game. This is a fictional piece of entertainment. It's not real. Like this right now. What you are about to see right now is not real. These aren't real people. But you can go to TikTok right now and see a real person in their life. And, you know,
I heard it's being featured on the news now.
Shao Kahn wins.
Well, I hope it is. And I hope it gets massive publicity. You know, and, you know, Donald Trump is so stupid because he's against TikTok, but he's only against TikTok because fucking China. If he didn't bring China into this, and if he highlighted the actual issues with TikTok, and the main issues against TikTok, as far as content like that being viewed by young people, I think more people would actually get behind him for a change. And that would be a first. But they'd actually get behind him. And basically Donald Trump out of the equation now. People need to be aware of the fucking true nature of these apps and what they're truly intended for. Because as I mentioned, it's got nothing to do with communicating with your family and friends, because you can do that with one app. I can see right through people. I can see just how brainwashed people are. Every day of the fucking week, I can see how brainwashed people are. I can see our double standard mentality. I can see their double standard mentality. and I can see how hypocritical they are with everything. With everything. And one of the areas I see it in is with these apps. You know, every single thing that you can do on Snapchat, you can do on Facebook, and vice versa. Same with WhatsApp, same with what's the other one? Viber. There's an app now called Wicker. There's tons of apps where you can fucking do the exact same thing. But they're just so brainwashed into just believing that you have to have Snapchat or you have to have Instagram. It's just pathetic, is what it is. But I'm telling you now, Karen, what you need to do, okay? And if it's been featured on the news, I suppose it helps. But just make more people aware and tell them how you feel. Tell them how that video made you feel. More importantly, actually, than anything else.
Retrocade.
Because more people need to be aware of the issue. So I'm telling you one thing, if I saw that in my fucking state, there'd be a fucking second video circulating. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to worry anybody, but I'm telling you now, I'm fucking far from it, to be honest with you. I'm telling you, I'm going out with a fucking bang. I mean a fucking bang, like. Okay, people look at things a little bit differently.
You will suffer. Round 2, fight.
In a way, I kind of hate the fact that that issue got brought up about TikTok, but in a way I'm actually glad it did too, because it just goes to prove the point that I was actually making. In every way, like, that point has been has been proven in such a fucking strong way, like, you know. You know what amazes me? Half the people watching that video, and how they can watch it is beyond me, but half the people that have watched that video are the same people who would be up in arms and offended by somebody making a racial remark or a homophobic remark. You know, these snowflakes. These Zoomer snowflakes who get offended by so much in today's world, they're the same people watching this video. Now, if that doesn't go to prove that people have double standard, hypocritical mentalities, then I really don't know. You know what, I joked earlier in the stream, you know, about how I actually want to mimic a fictional video game character's ambitions. But you know what, I was kind of low-key joking. There's a character in the Resident Evil series, one of my favourite Resident Evil characters, actually my all-time favourite Resident Evil character, if not favourite video game character of all time, Oswald E. Spencer. He looked at the world and he saw a broken, self-destructive world of inferior people. And welcome back, of inferior people. People who just didn't belong in the world, people who shouldn't be allowed to repopulate the world. And pause for a second. Look at the world around you. Was he wrong? I don't fucking think so. So he actually wanted to create a new world, repopulate the world. People who actually deserve to be in it. Intelligent people, intellectual people, people of fucking, you know,
Collector.
just people who deserve to live, basically. People who understand the world, people who are intelligent and smart.
Soul Chamber.
And I swear to God, you know, I actually would love to mimic that. And I would actually like to come across people who are actually critical thinkers, people who are actually themselves,
Round one.
and people who can see through other people's bullshit. I would actually like to know as many people that in real, and I actually do. No, I do. And the more people I can get like that, then the better. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe a handful of people in a small island can make a difference, a huge difference that will have an effect around that small island.
I'm going to try to go to bed, but I hope you have an amazing stream while I am gone. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, man. Man, I just hope that you're okay, to be honest with you, because like seeing something like that, like, is just,
Round two.
it's gonna have an effect. And I think you should take my advice on board as well. I think you should tell as many people as you can about this. Like I don't know if you are like kind of, if you've been normalized by this type of content and the kind of world that we live in, but just seriously, tell as many people as you can about that now. I just want to see a world of people that are truly themselves and truly think to themselves. I want to do what everyone else does and didn't give a fuck about everyone else.
Okay, I will share it around and warn people about it, but have a good day.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't share the video around, no. You have me completely wrong there, no. Don't share the video around. Just inform people that what you've seen on TikTok, the graphic nature of it, like, and how it has affected you. Because people are offended by other kind of videos that young people see, so why should it be any different? So make people aware of it. Put the pressure on TikTok. Chad has pointed out that on the news, but I presume it's going to be like an American. Thing. Don't know if they get enough press over here. And I'm only waiting for like I hope it shows up on my local news feed. There's this Facebook page called Talk.io. They've got the intellect of primary school students, to be honest with you, when it comes to the reporting, but nonetheless, they do report on a few things. If they do
not
report
share
on
the
this,
video, but the news not to watch it and help people who need help.
That's it, man. Good man. Good man. That is what is needed to be done. And tell as many people, and don't give up on the fact, if you feel someone isn't actually taking on board what you're saying, then call them out on their double standard mentality. Call them up, because they're probably going to be the same people that got offended by the death of George Floyd. I'm going to go off this now for a second. These people, who, because you will encounter people who will bury their heads in the sand when you try to inform them of this and tell them how you feel. It will happen. They'll bury their heads in the sand. More interested in watching Love Island, watching the match. They won't listen to you. But call them out. Call them out on their double standard hypocrisy, because these are the same people, who got deeply offended by the death of George Floyd. One man in America gets turned into a worldwide hashtag movement, and all of a sudden, in that moment, they grow a consciousness. They all of a sudden have morality. They all of a sudden care about the life of a human being. But they really cared about the life of a human being. The majority of these people, because let's face it, a good percentage of the world was up in arms over the death of George Floyd. If they really cared about someone's life, then why would they want to watch a video of somebody's life coming to such a gruesome end? That's a very strong question to ask, isn't it? And that's the question I'm going to ask. On that,
God is a great person and the devil is pure evil, and you will have bad days and good days, but always stand strong and never give up.
Damn, I wasn't expecting that comment. I don't think it's as black and white as that, but I will take it on board, and I appreciate what you said there towards the end, man. I really do appreciate that. I'll do my best to stay as strong as I possibly can in this completely backwards, messed up, made up world, pretend world that people are living in, you know. I appreciate that, I really do. But yeah, if you feel those people aren't listening to you, then call them out, and I'm going to call them out, because if it shows up, I'm actually going to check my Facebook actually, see if it actually has showed up. If people are reporting that, like we say on this Facebook page, Cork BO, whatever the hell it's called, that's the first thing I'm going to say. I'm going to say, how many of you people were deeply offended by the death of George Floyd? And how many of you people claim that you cared about this man's life? And then know how many of you people have watched this video and seem to have no issue with this video being shared. You see, the one thing I can do in life more than anything else is call people out. That's what I'm good at. And I'm also very good at just not giving up on a rant. I wouldn't even call it a rant really, just whenever I have a point to make, nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever put me in my place. Because they won't. Because you know why though? You know why they won't? I know why they won't. Because what I speak is truth. And you can't argue with truth. Truth is the brick wall of everything. You don't get through that brick wall. You can grab any tool at your disposal, but you will not break through the wall of truth. And I deliver truth. And you know what? To people who are telling lies, to people who are hiding the truth, you see, and people who are ignorant to the truth, that it stings like a motherfucker when you actually present the truth to them. And they react in so many different ways, but the one emotion that they will always show is anger. I have had so many, like, you know, quote unquote rants on social media where people, when I present to them the truth, and the one thing that is just the common denominator of every one of those rants is anger, because they don't like the truth. That is what it comes down to. So I actually enjoy all these rants. I actually had quite a few to be honest with you. Quite a few indeed. I won't go too much into, but I'm going to have like maybe one or two more matches, because it's actually not as late as I actually thought it was, to be honest with you.
Casual versus.
I don't know who's still watching the live stream. I'm probably putting so many people to sleep at this stage. Like, let's get a roster check. How many people are still watching my boring live stream? The Johnny Show. I think the audio is completely gone.
I don't even get into conversations with people on Twitter.
My audio seems to be gone. I don't even get into conversations with people on Twitter. You know what? I think you should. I think you actually should, chat. I think you should get into as many conversations as you possibly can on Twitter and Facebook and every form of social media. That's weird. No, my microphone isn't acting up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Wait, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Is my audio coming out in the microphone? This is what I like to call
Yeah.
paranormal.
Audio is good.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. I can't hear anything, but it doesn't really matter. As long as I can hear my voice. So. Oh, it's fixed.
I mean, I stay away from the snowflake crowds.
I would say, Chad, melt those
Blade.
snowflakes.
Wuxi Dragon Grotto.
Just burn those snowflakes. Annihilate those snowflakes with the flame of truth, Chad. I know it takes a strong mind. I'm not saying I'm strong-minded now. I'm just. It takes a lot, really, to stand up against these people. But the only real effective way to deal with people like that is don't react angry. Don't kind of. It's hard to put into words. Just use their own logic against them. Whenever you do that, I'm telling you, you will win every single time. Because you'll call them out on what they stand for.
Fight.
But do you realise the amount of hateful people I've encountered on social media? Same people that bang on about equality, inclusiveness, acceptance, end the hate speech, and the amount of hatred in their veins is quite simply shocking.
Finish her.
So, you know, that's a way of calling people out really as well. But there's many other effective ways to call people out. Just use their own logic against them. Once you do that, Chad, you have them. And they really can't come back. And all they will do is get angrier and angrier and angrier each time. And they will resort to personal insults, personal attacks. Be surprised how far they'll actually go, to be honest with you, but they will. And again, Chad, bear in mind, these are the same people that will preach to you about acceptance, inclusion, diversity. You can just see it through their eyes. You can see it's basically a bunch of angry, like, you know, there's so many words I can use, but
online,
just angry little kids.
Casual
Is the only word I can use. And it's like it's my way, and I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what your opinion is. It's their way or the highway. So it's got nothing to do with equality. It's got nothing to do with everyone being equal. It's about everyone being like them. And everyone thinking like they do.
Oh, yeah. We had one that brought a friend on the Discord one and spammed the hell out of it.
Yeah, spamming can work as well. Just use their logic against them. Trust me. There's no other effective way. There's no other effective way than that. I love a good Facebook friend. I've had so many the last couple of weeks, man. It's insane. And I mean, they don't give up. Like, they don't give up. I mean, there's tons of time. But I don't give up either. Like, you know, I will reply to every single one of them. And I've learned. I've actually evolved over time. At first, I would respond very angry at these people, but I soon realised that's exactly what they want. Once you stay calm, you can draw the anger out of them, you know, and a lot of the time they'll actually self-destruct. Like, they will make people see exactly who they are, and their mask will slip. You know, their mask will slip. You know, like, it's so funny. Like, I've had situations where, now this is unrelated to, like, you know, mask being slipped, but it's a funny story. Like, I said some really controversial, you know, quote-unquote controversial things on this page that was talking about first the other, like a news page, but then again, like, they have the intellect of a primary school student in terms of their news reporting skills. But I've said so many things that you would expect that so many people would go against me for. I got like 50 plus likes on that comment. Now this isn't a massively popular page, like this is just a Cork news agent, yeah? Like 54 likes on that one comment. And this guy comes along and says, "You're alone in that cause." I'm like, really? Well, 54 people will disagree with you. You know, so it's always nice to kind of irritate them in that kind of sense, you know? If you can back up, like, the fact that 54 people agree with you, you know, you've got those, if you can imagine those 54 people actually in real life, like standing beside you, you know, against this one keyboard warrior who's a snowflake and is a left-wing liberal, you know, who thinks they know everything, thinks they can enforce their will on other people, but you got 54 people behind you saying, "Fuck you, liberals," you know? So that's good as well.
You will scream.
I'll laugh and say that.
Final round. Fight.
So I really kind of like that, really. I've actually had a lot of Facebook rants over the years with, you know, Facebook friends, with people on other pages and groups. It's kind of how I stay sane, to be honest with you, you know, in a weird kind of way. But I don't go too deep into conspiracy theories anymore and stuff like that. There's certain things I comment on and certain things I won't comment on. Yeah, I do enjoy a good Facebook friends now and again. But I'm still thinking of what Kieran was saying about that video he saw on TikTok. I do hope that he gets people aware of this. I do hope that the media reports enough on it, because Donald Trump so much as farts in the wrong direction. God forbid some young black boy gets the force of Donald Trump's fart and the whole world is up in arms. Yeah? My God, impeach this man right now. Get this man out of office. He farted in the face of a black child. He's a racist. Get him out. Yeah?
Online.
Completely joking, by the way, but in all seriousness, like, Donald Trump does something wrong, the whole world is talking about it non-stop. We've got this massive social media company, TikTok, in the pockets of so many young people, and a video like that circulates on their app, and I'm telling you, not enough people will report on it. Not enough social media outlets will report on it. So I think more and more people need to put the pressure on social media, on mainstream media, put pressure on them. You know, it's funny, you know, Sky News, like particularly the British Sky News, you know, they've got a new kind of advertisement kind of campaign now, where they're like talking about like how we hold people accountable and nobody's gonna get away and we're gonna ask the tough questions. So come off the fucking stage, like, really? Like, I would love to see them grill the CEO of TikTok as much as they fucking grill a Donald Trump supporter. I would love to see them, like, you know, cut off TikTok, you know, when they're like trying to like defend themselves, you know, as much as when they cut off a Donald Trump supporter making a very valid fucking point about something. Come off the fucking stage about being transparent and holding people accountable.
Scorpion.
Because you don't fucking fool me. I don't think you fool the fucking out of other people either, because there's a lot more people waking up to how things are, waking up to the bullshit of the order of things, because that's what really governs the world nowadays. It's not religion. It's the order of things. This is how things are. We don't go against these things. But more and more people are going against these things, and more people are actually protesting.
YouTube censoring my comment.
Not surprised. What was your comment? If they don't censor it again, that is. See, YouTube have these fantastic algorithms in place right now where they can delete your comments. But guess what? Guess what? They don't have algorithms in place to remove offensive content, like severely offensive content. It's more offensive than I'm playing one of Avicii's songs on YouTube.
We got Trump and pedo.
But like, reality is, man, you know,
Just a scratch.
like the world bangs on about Donald Trump every opportunity they get.
Joe Biden for president.
Joe Biden for president. But they won't bang on about TikTok, and they won't bang on about that video that's circulating right now on TikTok. And that's another example of people being double standard and being a hypocrite.
Round 2, fight.
But there are more and more people waking up. They're protesting a lot more. It's not a couple of people, you know, in their basement or tin. See, the thing is, yeah, a lot of people have this stereotypical image of like a fat, you know, idiot in their basement with a tinfoil hat. But these people are very intelligent, critical thinkers who can see right through people's bullshit. And there's more and more of these people. And they're doctors, they're scientists, they're teachers, they're professors. Very intelligent people that are critical thinkers, that think outside the box, that think outside the normal. They go against the order of things.
What's funny, Johnny?
Life.
You suck.
But what happens is they get labels thrown at them. Far right extremists, tinfoil hat conspiracy theories, blah blah blah. But these people, there's more and more of these people now.
Fatality.
They're waking up,
Shao Kahn
they're
wins.
doing something about it. And what's happening? They're being opposed. Why are they being opposed? Why is somebody who questions authority being opposed? Why is somebody who challenges political corruption being challenged? Why?
I can't sleep.
Who can't sleep? I don't know. Somebody can't sleep. You can't. I wouldn't blame you, Karen. To be honest.
Online.
After seeing something like that, I would not blame you.
Versus.
And I hope that people are watching this right now and listening to this right now and experiencing firsthand the mental scarring that watching a video like that actually has on somebody. And this is all TikTok's doing. TikTok are allowing this kind of content on their platform.
Shao Kahn.
You know, I have been predicting for quite a long time now a World War III, but not a war.
Retrocade.
When the
that any
Joker
of
movie
us-
came out, these people in media were calling out the fans for being Nazis and we were going to start riots. Now look W.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man, isn't it? But there were, there's people offended by
We
a
all
movie.
gotta be grateful for life, and TikTok is so dumb, like you can't see the value, not someone swearing.
My fist is going through your chest.
Yeah, I know, man, I know. And like, TikTok allow this kind of content on their platform, and more people need to come out and speak out against TikTok for them allowing it on their platform. And yeah, Chad, and also like so many people were offended by that movie, you know. But then again, these are the same people that watch these videos. It's just so hypocritical, so double standard mentality right there. But I am predicting World War III. A war of which the world has never seen before. It's going to be the world's first civil war. People against people. Far left.
TikTok has videos of parents with their kids making fun of people with disabilities.
Round 2.
And TikTok are allowing it. As you pointed out, like, you know, TikTok are allowing that. And why have that, like it's interesting, isn't it? Because not enough people are talking about that, I presume. But what if, you know, there was a video of, let's say there was a video of a very frustrated, let's say like frustrated like single mother who has been trying to get a home for a long time, and they're homeless, by the way, homeless single mother, right? And let's say she's been living in her country for all her life, and she reared her kids in that country, and she went to her country's government for help, and she's still waiting for a home for herself and her kids, and she's like, no, you have to wait. And let's say she found out that, you know, migrants or immigrants or refugees instantly came into the country, got a home. Let's say she got annoyed and she was recorded by saying, look, why don't you go back to where you came from? You know, why can't you just be in the house you came from? I'm here all my life, I can't get a house for me, I can't get a house for my kids. That video would circulate, and it would be called Racist Karen.
Online.
Racist Karen is what it would be called, yeah? And that would circulate, and people would be saying, oh, why is this kind of racism allowed on TikTok? But yet it's perfectly normal to have videos of people making fun of disabilities, and it seems to be perfectly acceptable for people to make fun, perfectly acceptable for TikTok to have videos of people ending their life in such gruesome ways. Again, it comes down to double standard mentality and hypocrisy. See, people, at the end of the day, people are selective in terms of what they're actually offended by, what they actually decide to be outraged by, and what they decide to actually fight for. Because one thing I've always been saying, and I'm going to get back to my civil war actually in a second, what I've been saying for a long time is that the world is populated by sheep. Nobody has no fucking clue anymore what they're doing, saying, and fighting for. They just look to the sheep beside them, see what they're doing, mimic it, see what they're saying, mimic it, see what they're fighting for, and mimic it. Hence, hashtag movements. Trendy social media hashtag movements. Oh, that looks cool, I better get behind that. And they grow a fake consciousness, fake morality, fake kindness, and more importantly, fake love. And all that goes out the fucking window when that hashtag movement winds down, and they step over a homeless person or somebody in need, you know, or somebody who isn't part of a particular community.
The Chronica chose you.
So it's fake.
Fight.
And it's selective, is what it is. You know what's funny? What's really funny is, I know in Ireland, you know, mental health is a huge issue. Suicide as a result is a huge issue, and actually, like, in particular against among young people. But what's amazing is young people are allowed smartphones, therefore are allowed social media apps like TikTok. In fact, in Ireland, as this is happening right now, as this video is being circulated around right now, number one, TikTok have moved into Dublin, and they have offices in Dublin, capital of Ireland, and there's going to be some sort of a reality show involving social media influencers, as they're called, They're going to be in what's described as a TikTok house, and it sounds as shit as it is, to be honest with you. So all that's happening at a time where TikTok are allowing that kind of content on their platform when so many people are actually experiencing mental health issues. So the HSE, which is the health body of Ireland, are telling young people, look, talk about your mental health. We're here to help you. We'll provide all these services. But they're saying, like the government then on the one hand, they're saying, oh, so look, TikTok is cool. TikTok provides jobs. TikTok I can tax and I can put into my back pocket. Although I have these companies where I can pay tax anyway, so I actually had to take that one back.
Online.
You know? So how can you allow young people to have smartphones and be on TikTok and see content like that and set up these fucking TikTok houses and spread a message to young people? That's what you can be. Like, what do you want to be, Billy? I want to be a YouTube influencer. I want to live in a TikTok house. You know, so it's again double standard. How can you care for your mental health if your children are actually viewing? Oh yeah. And another thing. Actually, you know what? I won't go into that. Actually, to be honest with you, but I just think people are very selective in terms about, you know, who they want to protect and how they want to protect them. And it's something I'll talk about at some stage. Just not going to talk about it now. It's 1:30 in the morning. 20:52 actually in the morning. In fact, speaking of which, this is my final fight for the live stream. So I think I said a lot. It is good to vent how I feel. But, you know.
Microsoft and Walmart want TikTok. Philly Spencer promoting TikTok.
Well, I just hope that Xbox fucking fails now as a result of hearing that. But it's just really eye-opening. You know, it is eye-opening. Like, there's a lot more wrong with the world than racism and homophobia. And also, to add to that, you know, there is a difference between having an opinion and being racist. You know, people's view on what is racist and what is homophobic is so fucking loose. You know, it is so loose. Like soon, like the Oxford Dictionary definition of racist is going to be literally defined as an opinion that differs to somebody else's. That's going to be the definition of everything now. It's going to be the definition of homophobia. It's going to be the definition of racism. It's going to be the definition of hate speech. Basically, an opinion that differs to yours is what people are going to go with in today's world. That's what's going to happen. That's what we're actually doing right now, to be honest with you. But as I was saying, there's a lot more going on than just that. And people just don't seem to view that as offensive. Like, they're on the streets, like, marching. There's people who are protesting against free speech. The people who want to protect free speech are being opposed. Can you believe that? Can you actually believe that's actually happening in today's world? And the irony, and again, the double standard.
Good stream and talking to you, Johnny. I'm going to go now. Bathroom break.
No problem.
Emoji wide smile.
Online.
I'll probably be gone in a few minutes myself anyway.
Versus.
And don't worry, I'm not that kind of gone. For no one at least. And I'm being deadly serious there, like, none of us knows what's going to happen the following day or day after that, but yeah, so like, in terms of this TikTok video, like, is this going to gather the same kind of momentum that a video of somebody apparently...
Have a good tomorrow.
Thank you. I'll do my best. Hopefully, and thanks chat, thanks. Hopefully, but it won't though, I'm saying hopefully, but it won't. Like, this video won't gather the same kind of traction that a video of somebody apparently being a victim of racism will gather, because it's TikTok. Because it's fucking TikTok. Like, you're never gonna see TikTok being taken down. I mean, every opportunity that people can get, like the Catholic Church will be taken down. Like, the Catholic Church is hated by so many people, particularly these kind of people, like these kind of liberals, these kind of Zoomers, completely against the Catholic Church. And like, what are they actually against, really? Like, okay, well, you know the big fucking scandal, yeah, but that scandal can happen anywhere. It happens in Hollywood, but guess what? People want to go to Hollywood and they want to be a fucking star. It's ironic, isn't it? It's no different than saying, I want to be a priest. No different, because that scandal happens in every single fucking institution that you can possibly think of. So, and then again, I don't know how many examples of hypocrisy and double standard that I've actually had given in this live stream, but this is just another example of it. So, like, you will never see a company like TikTok being torn down to shreds and exposed for their scandals. Same with YouTube, same with Google. Like, I spoke about this woman a good few times on my live streams, Gemma O'Doherty, an investigative journalist who at her core is against political corruption in Ireland and wanting to preserve Irish culture is pretty much what she is all about, but she does do things in a way that doesn't help her cause, is what I will say about her. And there's many people like her, like Alex Jones as well, and you know, a few other people like her, you know, heart in the right place, mind in the wrong place, mouth in the wrong place half the time. Not in that way, you know, speaking wise. I think you have to have the intellect, really, you know, to fight these causes. And I hate to say it, like, but I don't think she has the intellect for this, like, you know. Anyway, she has brought up so many points about Google and YouTube in terms of what they get up to, what they allow on their platform. Same with Twitter. And she had protests outside of like Google headquarters, YouTube headquarters in Ireland, and she was opposed. With apples and oranges kind of opposing, like bringing up stuff that have absolutely nothing to do with what she's actually protesting against. And that's what happens in today's world. Whenever anyone brings up a point that is an inconvenient truth to the order of things, then you're called tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. What if I reversed the roles? And what if I called every single person who claims that there's racism in America and claims that American cops are racist? What if I claimed that you're all a bunch of conspiracy theorists, that there is no racism in America, that this was down to police brutality, this had nothing to do with racism? What if I called them conspiracy theorists? Oh, but look, if you look at this, if you look at these statistics, you can see statistically there's this amount of racist attacks on white people or on black people against white people. Look at my statistics. Look at my evidence. Yeah? Really? Well, why don't you look at my statistics and my evidence on this matter? Oh no, that's a conspiracy theorist. See? What happens when the shoe is on the other foot? You reverse the roles, you turn the tables, you use their logic against them. What happens then? They go they completely change their tune. Oh, that's different. That's that's something I heard a lot of actually in my life. That's different. That's the response given when you can't give a response because you know that you've been caught. You know that you've been backed into a corner and you can't respond. That's different. You know? Like, here I am smoking a cigar. Don't smoke cigars, kids. Oh, but you're smoking. Oh, that's different. You know, that's exactly, if I can paint a picture of what I'm trying to say, that's the picture right there. You know? So yes, you will never see a corporation like TikTok being taken down. Because why? Because they bring money into the economy. Because money is all anyone ever cares about. It's what the government cares about. It's obviously what the people care about, because they know that if there's no jobs, they can't get money. There's no money, there's no jobs, and if they have no money, they fucking can't provide for their family and themselves. So money controls everything, unfortunately. TikTok is a huge corporation, brings revenue, brings money into every country because it's such a huge company. Same with Apple as well. Like there's currently a scandal in Ireland where Apple or Ireland there's like millions, or is it billions or millions? Millions, I think. And oh God, do you want one final example of hypocrisy and double standard mentality before I end the live stream? It's about Apple Computer. You might have heard of them. They're a small company. They make a bit of money. They make a few phones. Yeah, you might have heard of them. Apple. Yeah. Well, Apple's European headquarters are literally like 15 minutes away from me in Cork City in County Cork in the Republic of Ireland. Now, I don't claim to know next to anything about business or tax, okay? But I do know that Apple owe Ireland tax. But there's all different types of loopholes put in place to basically ensure that this company, Apple, don't actually need to pay that tax. Now, pause for a second and have a look at the state of Ireland right now. So many struggling families that can't put food on their table, homeless people who don't have a roof over their head, among many things. Infrastructures that need to be improved, facilities that need to be improved, services that need to be improved. Basically, a lot of money could be used, and especially right now in Ireland, because apparently we're facing a recession right now in Ireland due to COVID-19. So you think of what all that money that Apple owe, all that tax money that Apple owe, could do to this country. But what happens when you question Apple on this? What happens when you question people on this? The people who may work for Apple, the people who may have their products. What kind of response do you get from those people? Oh, that's well, you know, well, you see, they don't actually owe us money, so just stop talking about it, please. And they just completely bury their heads in the sand and just wash their hands on the whole matter. However, if somebody found themselves unemployed for whatever reason, if somebody just isn't working and they need to eat, drink, and have a roof over their head, and have heat, and to have electricity, and to basically live a life, so they have to get a source of income. What do I hear many times on radio shows? Oh, look at those bums, they don't want to work, they're taking our tax, The one thing you hear, they're taking our tax is paying their money. paying their money. What I mean is that their taxes, you know, going into their pockets. So angry, so outraged these people are that their tax is being taken to put money into their pockets. But what about Apple? What about Apple? It is the exact same logic, but again, they're hypocrites and they've got double standard mentality because they're selective in terms of what they feel is outrageous and offensive. It's the exact same thing. Apple owe Ireland so much money, but people defend it. They defend it. Amazing. That doesn't go to prove what hypocrisy is all about and double standard mentality is all about. I really don't know what is. So with that said, I didn't really intend on this live stream to become such a deep dive into the mind of Johnny, but it happened, and shit happens, and that shit is basically life, to be honest with you. But one piece of advice that I've actually gotten, among others, is that, well, as long as you're alive, anyway, life doesn't stand still. And in actual fact, even when you do, if you were no longer a part of the world, then life doesn't stand still. It goes on for that person's family and that person's friends, and it completely turns their world upside down. So, you know, life doesn't stand still. You're stuck with it, and if you're not stuck with it, then somebody belonging to you is stuck with it. So we're stuck with it. That's basically the way that is, no matter what we do. But yeah, it did become one of those live streams. It is what it is. I'll be alright, as all I can be, to be honest with you. As all it is going to be, you know. So this is going to do it for this live stream of Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath / deep dive in Johnny's mind. I just want to say, as I always do, thanks to everyone who watched the live stream, who put up with my madness, who gave me advice in my madness, who cared and, you know, gave their feedback, supported me. I hope that you found some sort of enjoyment out of the live stream, and I'm sure in less than 24 hours time I'll be a completely fucking different person, and I won't even be talking about it. And yeah, we just take each day as it comes, really. So that is me basically ending the live stream. So I will say good night, goodbye, and hopefully I will see you in the next live stream.